Hey, what's going on, guys? Just in here, gonna finish up a little processing of the salmon before we put it into the brine. I'm going to chunk it up. I like to put mine in the smoker in chunks, kind of makes it more even. I try and make them uniform in size, so that way everything cooks evenly. I put some of the smaller belly pieces towards the bottom. They tend to drip a little bit more with some of the fats that come out of them. So all right, I'm going to get on this. So I'm just going to chunk it up, show you what I do, and then I'll show you how to do the brine. All right, so I just like to get it out. There's going to be some pin bones in here, but I like chunks. I like my pieces chunky, you know, like that. That's kind of the way I like them. They'll shrink up a bit. And then with the belly meat pieces, I cut them off right there. That's what I like, right there. Chunk. Once again, just kind of uniform, 1 inch thick, right in that area. These ones, they get a little bigger. I cut them in half. Chunk it up. Chunk it up. I like my salmon a little drier. That's why I take the skin off. The skin tends to make it a little bit more oily and wet. I like to dry it. This is all the oil right here. And this will dry out nice. So then you come in here, you can trim off some of that backbone that you follow along when you're cleaning. It peels right off when you get done smoking it. You don't really have to worry about it. Nice chunks. Those are a little chunky. That's a big fish. Big fish, you gotta, look at that. Look at that, that's just chunk. Slab it. See those pin bones right there, they pop right out when you smoke them, so I'm gonna just thin that one down a little bit. Once again, that belly meat, this is the time when you kind of clean that stuff up. See that right in there? That's where all the oils come out of. Just that nice fatty meat in there. That's what helps for a sharp knife. Get it all off. And once again, that right there just makes a great dip. Some of these thinner ones, I'll probably have to do 2 batches. Man, that's looking chunky. I'm not even gonna touch that one. That's just gonna be some divine stuff there. Once again, that belly meat all goes on the bottom because it's got a lot of fat in it, a lot of oils. You see that fat right there? That's just all belly fat. A lot of people like that. That's like the prime piece for a lot of people. got to take care of this salmon, clean it, bleed it, otherwise it starts getting a little delicate. Got to take care of it. Process it as quick as possible. I don't even like mine sitting overnight. Try to get as much of that dark meat off as you can. Tail section, this beautiful piece right there. That belly meat, that is just nectar. It's like, tail piece. Good, call it good. I'm gonna leave that on. Yeah, we'll leave it on. Chunky stuff though, man. Trying to uniform them, it just makes the process of cooking a little better. Preferably my style. That's what I like. You really don't have to worry about that backbone. Pops right off after you smoke it. Nice chunks. Definitely going to be a couple of batches. This is one fish here. And let me tell you, it's looking delish. So finished product, that's what she looks like. That is going to be nectar. So one more to go. All right, people, we're in the process of the brine now. I mean, everybody has their own brine. Some people like salt, take moisture out of the fish. I prefer brown sugar. I don't measure, so just for you guys, I'm gonna do 2 1-pound packages. That's about as easy as I can make it for myself and for you. So, 1, 2. And the next is teriyaki. I like teriyaki with my smoked salmon. And what I do, I don't measure again. I'm looking for enough to cover my product up. So I use the industrial Kikkoman's teriyaki. Does me right. It's got a good flavor. It's got enough salt in it. So I add it up, and I always save my brine for at least one round. As long as it's refrigerated, it's fine. For me, you do as you please. I mean, I got good 25 pounds of salmon I'm doing, I think. So I need enough brine to cover it up. And I put mine in Ziploc bags so it gets covered the whole time. And the next thing I like to just throw in is fine ground black pepper. As far as I'm concerned, you can never put enough. I like black pepper on my smoked salmon. I do a coarser grind later on, but for now I do this, and then I just whisk it in, mix everything up. That's it for me. A lot of people do different brines. It's all preferences. As you do things over time, you tweak stuff and make it into what you want. And this is what I want, because I like to cook with it. I make smoked salmon fettuccine. Doesn't really get the teriyaki flavor to it. It's sweet with the brown sugar. I mean, if you look at teriyaki, I think it's just basically brown sugar, soy sauce, a little bit of ginger. So everybody has their own preference. Some people like putting chili peppers in it, chili flake. Saw a guy do that the other day, and it looked good, but some people don't like it hot. And when I make my dips, I will add salsa in it, or wasabi. Give you different flavors in your smoked salmon dip. So that's it on the sauce. I just blend it in. And then we start bagging up the salmon, and then we just pour this in. I'll show you that when I get to it. So for now, we're gonna get this all done. All right, people, so now we've got it all bagged up. Now I'm gonna put the brine in there. So what I normally do is I pour it in, but today I'm gonna have to ladle it just because I've got so much here to do. So I'm gonna try and do this without making a mess so my wife doesn't kill me. Because when you keep watching my videos, I gotta do this correctly. Anyway, I need a lot of help making videos, so anybody out there want to give me your 2 cents worth, please do so, because criticism is great. Because you know what? If we were all the same, this would be a pretty boring world we'd live in. Joedog. Proverb. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do any religious stuff. Anyway, fill this up. Just ladle it in. Nice loving juice here. Just want to fill it up enough so that once you get it closed up, just suck a little bit of the air out of it. and everything will be nice and yummy. So I'll just give you a quick peek at how I do it, and then the rest, you don't need to watch all of it. But if I have smaller batches, I do them in a bowl. So that way I just put a plate on top and it works just fine. So now you just squeeze all the air out. Squeeze it just there. And then look, everything's covered. Everything stays sealed. I just like to put it in a bowl. That way in case it leaks, once again, you don't make a mess. Anyhow, we'll see you in a bit when we start smoking. Tomorrow I'll pull it out. I let it soak for 24 hours.